Welcome back. My name's David. This is Spencer. And this is Aftermath. Welcome back to Aftermath, the sportscast where we cover the 912 area. And we are going into week 5. This season's flying by. Last week was fantastic. This week can even be better. I say let's get right into it. Let's get into quick picks. You are
36 and 7.
Yeah, we gotta start putting the record
Because
up.
I was 29 and 4. Remember, and I went 7 and 3 last week.
36
So yeah, 36 and 7. Come on now,
We'll go. First game: Islands versus Brunswick.
Brunswick.
Okay.
Islands.
Groves, Long County. This one dates back a little bit.
I got Long County on that.
I like Long County with this one.
I got Long County.
Johnson versus Beach. I think it's gonna be a good one. I really do.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a good one. People been blowing me up in the DMs like, come to the Johnson Beach game, come to the Johnson Beach game. Listen, it's really first come, first served, but it's also, I have to choose which is just the better matchup overall during that week. And this week, Savannah Christian Country Day, I had to end up going to that game. Yeah. So I'm not disrespecting the public schools. Some people be DMing me like, you showing all the private schools so much love, we're the public schools. If you really know me, season 1, I didn't film any public school or private schools outside of BC.
We're trying to broaden out and get a bigger crowd.
But I'm hitting everybody though.
Public schools. Those games, send us your highlights. DM us. And we would love to put them in the show. We really do. We're trying to help as much as we can, but we can't be at every game.
Did I make my pick?
You did not yet.
So, it was Groves, right? Or no, Johnson Beach. Johnson's coming off a win. I like, they're feeling good. I'm going to go with Johnson on this one. But I like Beach to put up a good fight.
Yeah.
If Beach wins,
I just think the win over Brantley County last week, I think if Johnson rides that wave.
They're feeling good. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
New Hampstead versus Richmond Hill, this is going to be a game.
This is gonna be the same thing. First come, first serve. Like if New Hampstead would have told me about this game a few weeks ago, I probably would have been out there.
So we gotta get out more Richmond Hill games.
We do. Richmond Hill, y'all gotta hit me up.
Yeah,
there's only like 2 or 3 of y'all that actually hitting me up personally. But
let's get your pick. New Hampstead versus Richmond Hill.
I'm gonna go. I like New Hampstead for the bounce back. They took a hard, tough L last week versus Camden, so I like them for the bounce back.
Savannah High versus Cross Creek.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Cross Creek on that one. Savannah High, please. Show me something, but I got Cross Creek.
BC versus Hebron Christian.
Come on, man. BC, come on. BC.
Calvary versus Liberty County.
You saw what Calvary did last week.
Yeah.
I got Calvary on that one.
Jenkins versus Carlton.
Yeah, I got Carlton on that one. Carlton went 14-1 last year. They lost in the state championship, but they have a quarterback. I want to say he's a sophomore who's already committed to USC. I want to say his name's Julian Lewis. That dude is
so going coast to coast.
Yeah, and then Jenkins lost my dog Trent. Yeah. They lost another. I want to say they lost another lineman. He tore his meniscus. So Jenkins is just. It's hard for him right now. Man. I feel bad.
I am glad they got a young team though.
They're young. Hopefully they can beat this adversity, man.
On the next one, Windsor versus Vidalia. Windsor had a good game last week.
He did. But Windsor's on a 2-game win streak, but I'm gonna have to go with Vidalia.
Yeah, Vidalia is looking good this year. Down to the Skeeza games. Memorial Day versus Colton Prep Academy.
Yeah, you know I'm rocking with Memorial 3-0.
Yeah.
Coach Taylor got them boys feeling good, undefeated. I'm on the highway until they show me something else.
And on to the other 4-0 Skeeza team, Bethesda versus Cross Episcopal.
You know, same thing I said with Memorial. Bethesda's hot right now until they show me something else. I'm rocking with them.
And on to the game that we'll actually Spencer will be at. I got to work Friday night, but the game that he'll be at, the game of the week this week, it's going to be a good one. Savannah Country Day versus Savannah Christian. This is a big matchup. This is a big matchup on both sides.
For both teams. They're both coming off a bye, and they're both coming off an L before the bye, so they're both 2-1. This is first region matchup, so it's a lot riding on this one.
And I think it's because if I get this right, Barton Mixon, the quarterback, he's number 2 in passing yards right now in his region, and he's got a wide receiver with him. But Keith James, I think he's 4th in receiving yards right now.
And 3A, yes sir.
But right across the line, you got the number 1 ranked Guyton. I believe he's 1 in Elijah's 3.
In sacks, yeah.
in sacks right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to come down to, can the O-line hold? They got the weapons. Obviously, he's shown that he can throw, which I apologize. I did not think he could throw at the beginning of the season.
Really?
I think me and you talked about this
Which
at the first.
which one?
The Savannah Country Day was the first game. It might have
Versus
been.
Windsor?
It might have been.
Windsor?
I was a hater. I ain't gonna lie, but you proved me wrong. But yeah, he can throw the ball. He's got an arm on him. Penalties.
Yeah,
Penalties has been something that's killed Savannah Country Day almost every game we've seen from them.
See, there's been
Pre-snap
2 games,
penalties.
and that was against Islands and Windsor.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing against Savannah Christian's D-line, like what I keep saying, has the potential to be a top defensive line in the entire region. So they're definitely going to have to clean up the penalties. But if they can, they just have to get the ball outside quick to their playmakers, like you said, Keith James and number 7, Joshua Washington. Just get the ball in their hands, let them create plays. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see that one. Because I want to see, can they stop the run?
Yeah.
Zoe Smalls is hot right now. I want to say he's number 3, and I want to say total touchdowns in all of 3A with like 7 right now. So he's hot right now. They got playmakers everywhere. They got Logan Brookin at tight end. They got David Busey committed to South Carolina. Kenray Wall. Like, there's just, both teams have playmakers everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a good, underrated matchup, because I don't think people aren't really talking about this one. People still see Country Day and Savannah Christian, and they're like, they're good, but we still not really thinking about them. I think
both of them are hungry. Like you said, they're coming off a loss into a bye.
Yep.
They've had a whole 2 weeks to think about it.
And like I said, it's the first region matchup, so now these games matter.
These games count.
These games matter. And Savannah Christian has Calvary next week. You cannot lose to Country Day going into that Calvary week. That's gonna be.
See, you gotta love September football. But that's gonna be it. Thank you for taking your time on this Thursday to watch this episode. We appreciate it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. We got our names down below now. Am I missing anything?
We hit everything, man. I feel like it was a good episode.
Peace.